Hello, children. Welcome to another day of our online class. What we studied last day? We heard the story behind the bell of a tree. Did you go through the lesson? Hope you loved this story and everything is clear. We will complete the textbook exercises during live classes. Today, let us just listen to a poem. Before we start the poem, I just want you to think. Do you like to go to the playground? What games do you like to play with your friends? Which part of the playground do you like? Let us start with the poem. The name of the poem is First and Last, written by June Crebin. Children, take your English textbook, page number 89. First and Last. Listen carefully. I like to be first in the playground. I like to stand by the tree. I like to imagine all the space belongs entirely to me. I like to be first in the playground. That means before everyone comes, she wants to be first in the playground. I like to stand by the tree. You look at the picture. She is standing by the tree and she is alone. And I like to imagine all this space belongs entirely to her, to me. That means the poet, the girl wants to imagine, wants to think that this space, this playground belongs entirely to her. I walk from the tree to the waste bin. I walk across to the hedge. I zigzag across to the bushes. And then I go right round the edge. That means I walk from the tree to the waste bin. She walked from the tree to the waste bin. She goes everywhere. I walk across to the hedge. I walk across to the hedge means what? What do you mean by hedge? Hedge means a row of bushes or trees planted close together at the edge of a garden or field to separate one place of land from another. You can look in the picture. This place is called hedge. Bushy place. Zigzag across to the bushes. A zigzag means what? This is called zigzag. That is how she walks. I zigzag across to the bushes and then I go right round the edge. That means the composer of the poem enjoys the playground very much. She goes to the waste bin, she walks across to the hedges, she zigzag across to the bushes and then she go right round the edge. When my friends arrive in the playground, that is when the real games begin. But I am not very fast runner, so I don't often try to join in. When my friends arrive in the playground, that means when her friends arrive, that is her happiest moment. When her friends arrive in the playground, that is when the real games begin. That means that is the time they enjoy very much. But I am not a very fast runner. That means she is not like them. She is little quiet and she wants to enjoy each and every part of the playground. So I don't often try to join in. Sometimes they say, "Are you playing?" as I practice bouncing my ball. But they always ask too many people. I would rather stay by the wall. That means sometimes they say, "Are you playing?" Many of my friends, many of the children, they ask, "Are you playing?" as I practice bouncing my ball. So as I practice alone, this girl is practicing alone and they ask, "Are you playing?" But too many people ask her this question, "Are you playing?" And she rather stays quiet and she stays by the wall. She said that means this girl is a quiet girl, very silent girl. Or we can say this girl is shy, little shy, a shy type of girl. That is what this stanza mean. And when I hear the whistle at precisely 5 to 9 and everyone rushes and pushes, I choose to be last in the playground. And when I hear the whistle, when she hear the whistle, who may be blowing the whistle? Security or a watchman. When she hears the whistle at precisely 5 to 9, maybe the park time for 5 to 9, 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock, and everyone rushes and pushes. Everyone rushes and pushes each other to go out of the playground. But I choose to be last in the line. So that this girl wants to go last from the playground. She wants to enjoy a little more that playground, and she wants to take once more glance at the playground as you see in the picture. I like to be last in the playground. I take a last look around and then I promise myself that tomorrow I will be first in the playground again. That means I like to be last in the playground. I want to stay little more longer. That she wants to play little more longer. I take a last look around and then she wants to look around once more. I promise myself that tomorrow I will be first in the playground again. Why? She wants to enjoy the playground alone. It is what tomorrow also I will be first in the playground. Now let us discuss question answers. Why does the child like to be first and last in the playground? Why she wants to be first and last in the playground? The child or she likes to imagine all that place belongs entirely to her. That is what she wants to imagine, that all that space belongs entirely to her. Then second question, why does she not join in the games played by her friends? The stanza 3, she was playing alone. Why does not she join in the games played by her friends? You can start answering from the question itself. She does not join in the games played by her friends because she is not a very fast runner. Then third one, what does the girl do by herself? What does the girl do by herself? In stanza 4, she walks around the playground along the hedges and bushes. Sometimes she practices bouncing her ball. So you can write the answer like this. She walks around the playground along the hedges and the bushes. That is enough. Then fourth one, who blows the whistle and why? So fourth one, no need to write the answer in the notebook. So I will say the answer. It may be a gatekeeper or a teacher or a security who blows the whistle. Why? To signal the end of playtime. That much is enough. And no need to write this one in the notebook. Before the child leaves the playground every day, what does she do? What does she do? Before the child leaves the playground, she look at it once more, isn't it? She looks at it once more. Then, what kind of person is the child? Friendly, unfriendly, shy? What is the answer? This girl is little shy. So you can answer like that, shy. Then last one, pick out the words that rhyme with the tree, hedge, begin, ball, nan and then. So that is for your homework. You find the rhyming words for these words. Okay, they are there. Just for an example, first word tree. What is the rhyming word for tree? Tree is me. You can say in the stanza 1, I like to stand by the tree. I like to imagine all this space belongs entirely to me. That is there. Me, tree, me. The sounds same. Rhyming words means those words that sound same. Tree, me. The next word hedge. Edge. In stanza 2, hedge, edge. The last one. What do you like to do in your school playground? That is the question for you. What do you like to do in your school playground? You can answer in different ways. You like to play different games. Anything you can write. So here, children, question number 1, 2 and 3 only need to write in the notebook. Okay. Balance you can mark in the test book or anything. That much is enough. Now let us study some grammar. The preposition. Preposition shows where a person, animal or thing is. It shows the place or possession and of person, animal or thing. So children, today we will just study the use of for or of in a sentence. When we use for or of in a sentence, there is no particular rule to follow. When you listen such sentence, you have to listen and practice and repeat those sentences. Then only you will learn. Let us do some exercises. Fill in the blanks using for, from or of. First one. He is responsible dash sales. What is the answer? He is responsible for sales. Then second one. They are different dash each other. What is the answer? They are different from each other. You have to repeat what I am saying, okay? Third one, he isn't capable dash lying. He isn't capable, what is the answer? Of lying. Then fourth one, I apologize dash this mistake. I apologize for this mistake. Then fifth one, what was the cause dash the accident? What was the cause of the accident? So you have to repeat, okay? You have to repeat. You should know the use. She is recovering dash an illness. She is recovering from an illness. If I say the rule also, you will not be able to catch up. Seventh one, have you heard dash this book? Have you heard of this book? Eighth one, it reminds me dash you. It reminds me of you. Ninth one, you should just repeat what I am saying. I am again saying, you will benefit dash a rest. You will benefit from a rest. 10th one, there is no demand dash this product. There is no demand for this product. Children, now take page number 96. Let us use grammar. Use of or for, whichever is correct in the blanks below. So there are 1 to 5 questions. The teacher has got a new blog dash us. So what is the answer? The teacher has got a new globe for us. Second onwards you can do by yourself. This is your homework, and this one also. Use of or for in the blanks. So read this paragraph carefully and answer using of or for. Do these exercises. We will discuss the answers during live class, and everybody must attend tomorrow's live class, morning or evening section, whichever is appropriate for you. Study well. Thank you.